Bitcoin responds. Is this the confirmation we needed to secure an end of year $100,000 Bitcoin and explosive crypto market? I'm going to break down exactly what's going on in the charts, what I expect to happen here for the Bitcoin price action. Don't forget to smash the likes. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get straight into this. And I'm showing you here the weekly chart on Bitcoin. This is a big bullish engulfing candle, which we are closing here a 9% Bitcoin candle following 2 weeks of red where a lot of liquidations were occurring. We spoke about the fact that September is traditionally a tricky month. We are now just 2 weeks away from this September ending and us heading into a powerful Q4, which I am hugely bullish about. I'm looking forward to it. We've been in a long consolidation pattern here on Bitcoin. Many people were getting frustrated. Many people were panic selling. Many liquidated. But now, are we setting up for what could be a powerful move up towards 100,000? This is a price pattern I've been sharing since this pattern started in March, and it continues to be valid. So far, we've run into our weekly EMA ribbon like you can see here, and we're getting a good response. It was critical we got a response. Remember I said if we lost the weekly EMA ribbon here, it's a problem, right? We had to bounce, and bounce did we do. 9% up here on the candle, and this sets us up for a good chance to start working our way back here, working our way back to the top of the pattern, and eventually breaking our way towards 100,000. But what are some of the bigger narratives? What is it that's causing these fluctuations? Remember, we spoke about this fear in traditional markets, this fear amongst all investors around growth. Were we going to see that, yes, whilst inflation is going down and we got good CPI data again, showing that inflation is pretty much dead and beaten away by the Fed. Great job there. Was it at the expense of crippling the economy? And that's the focus right now. Are we heading into a recessionary period? This is what's causing the fear. But right now, the market has to accept that we are moments, we are days, 3 days and 23 hours away from a Fed meeting that's a critical one. It's one which then suggests that we are not just going to get our first pivot. The market decided that a long time ago. They knew that Jerome Powell was going to do 25 basis points rate cut. But now the market is 50-50. We've been monitoring this every day in our videos, guys, together. The market here, 50% of the market, so 1 in 2 investors, is expecting a double rate cut. In other words, we've even heard some of the Fed officials like Waller come out and say, we need to front load these rate cuts. We need to do a lot of it now. Why? Because they're worried. They're worried that if they do not respond now and they wait to the next meeting, remember the next meeting after this is November the 7th, if they wait too long, they can start crippling the economy, slowing growth, affecting retail sales, affecting company earnings, and ultimately GDP. That's a worry. So when we look at this, markets are now telling Jerome Powell what they want, and what they want is a double rate cut. Will we get it? I even saw interesting predictions from certain people that maybe we'll get $1.25, 1.25 basis points rate cuts. That's also a potential, but I don't think so. I think a 25 is guaranteed, and I'm starting to edge towards the double rate cut, a 50 basis point rate cut. First, I thought he might not do it, but now that I'm looking at the CPI data that came out this week, I'm looking at it and thinking, you know what? He could get away with this. He could do a 50 basis point rate cut, front load it, markets shouldn't panic. Had he have done it if data wasn't cooling so quickly, markets would have panicked. Because if he'd done 50 basis points, they would have said, what have you broken? But I think the data's come in significantly weak enough in terms of inflation that he can get away with 50 basis points. And I think it'll be in his interest to do it. If we do it, I think markets are going to be happy. I think that will appease markets. There's a risk that if he just does 25 basis points, because the market expects much more, we may not even see an exciting market. We may just see a subdued market, maybe a bit of a worried market, just because they want him to do more. They want him to do more than 25 basis points. Now, what's interesting is, have you been manipulated by this market, right? How can we control this? We've been speaking every single day about this market and the risks of this market. And every time I've come on to address you guys, I've said, guys, please don't panic sell, right? I try to provide you guys updates as often as I can, even though I'm super busy, just to remind you guys, don't panic sell. This market's fine. The pattern I'm sharing with you is fine. Those who are getting wrecked in this consolidation pattern are the greedy ones. It's those that are panic and those that are greedy, those that want quick returns and can't just be a patient for a couple of weeks. And you can see that right? I mean, if you look 2 weeks ago, you're down 10%, then you're down another 4%, but then you miss a big candlestick at 9%. You're getting too caught up in the fluctuations, in the leverage, and you're just getting wrecked. All of that money just flows into market makers. People are too quick to leverage long and they're too quick to leverage short. And that's why you're seeing a bunch of shorts now getting wrecked with the powerful weekly candle we've just got. I mean, another way to illustrate it, take a look at this. Take a look at our ETF inflows. I want you to see this. Look at that. If you look at the row there, if you look at what we had over the last, since 3rd of September, look at these outflows. 287 outflows, 37.2 outflows, 211 outflows, 170 outflows, 43 outflows, and then money starts to come back in, right? Last few days you saw 39 and then a big $250 million flowing back in here on the 13th of September. This is how markets squeeze you out. This is how markets get you panicked. Scared money. Oh, a little bit of dump. Let me sell. Oh, look, we're moving in the green. Wait, let's jump back in. That type of movement is not going to make you money. You need to DCA, you need to hodl, you need to be patient over time. That's what we need to do. That's the easiest way to make money here on crypto. And what I've said time and time again is, guys, don't chase these green candles, right? Go back, watch the videos. When Bitcoin's pumping all the way here to all-time high, guys, it's great, it's brilliant we got an all-time high, I'm happy for everybody. Just don't chase that green candle. You don't need to be DCAing up there at 74. And then that's the reason. Because then when you wick all the way on that weekly candle down to 50,000 again, it's panic time, right? When you bought at 74,000 and your portfolio sitting at 50, that's a horrible pullback. But had you been patient, you didn't chase that, you buy an EMA ribbon, you buy at support, you're looking in good shape, right? Nibbling here, waiting for a powerful move up there. That's what this game is about. That's what crypto is about. If you're going to FOMO, then you have no one to blame but yourself. This market, this pattern here you're seeing is an explosive pattern. I would not bet against this pattern in a million years. No chance. When we're sitting here, we've broke through the resistance of previous highs. We've consolidated at above 60,000. Like, Bitcoin doesn't want to lose. It's just chilling at 60,000 for a long time here. It's not like previous times. Look, when you go back to April 2021, when Bitcoin hit 64,000 for the first time, it was just a blow off top. We fell pretty quickly. We didn't spend much time up there. Similarly, later in the year, towards November of 2021, we then ran up to 69,000. We didn't spend much time there. We came pretty crashing down quite quickly. But look at this. Bitcoin stayed above these levels here for a long time. It spent many weekly candles here above 60,000, showing that 60,000 is a floor for Bitcoin. It's created it. It's comfortable there. It's now ready to build support from that level and start mounting attacks at new levels. And that's the beautiful thing, about this consolidation. People get impatient. People don't like it, but I look at it as a huge positive. If you guys have been watching my videos for a long time, you'll know that I reference scaffolding. The Bitcoin price action is creating scaffolding. Right? It's almost like saying, you know what? I'm comfortable at this level. I've got a safety now. I've got a checkpoint that we're good at 60,000. We've spent plenty of time at 60,000. We're now going to use this as our base to go attack 70 again. And then maybe we need to come back a bit, but we're going to go attack 70. We're going to attack 80. We're going to attack 90 and 100 eventually. And that's what it's going to be exciting about this market. So exciting week coming up. We are days away from the FOMC meeting. We will be covering it live on this channel. If you want to watch that with me, subscribe, put your bell notification on. Don't forget to join us in Telegram as well. ijazcrypto.com/TG is where you're going to do that. I share all my altcoin trades. It's going to be a big week of trading. If you want to trade with me, make sure you join us in the Telegram link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.